Welcome, my friend. You didn't arrive here by accident. There's a divine purpose in your being here today. You've been seeking not just answers, but a breakthrough, a shift in your life. And today, that shift begins. At Wealth Inspiritus, we believe that real wealth goes far beyond money. It's about living in alignment with your highest purpose, unlocking a fulfillment that no material success alone can provide. It's about creating a life where abundance flows effortlessly, not just into your finances, but into your relationships, your health, your joy, and your spirit. Right now, you're not just listening to another voice. You're entering a space of transformation, a space where your potential for greatness is fully recognized. Here, we don't just talk about wealth in dollars and cents. We talk about wealth as a tool to elevate your life, to unlock the extraordinary possibilities waiting for you. You were born to thrive, not just to get by. You were designed to experience the fullness of life, to live with purpose, freedom, and prosperity. And today, we'll journey together to discover how to let abundance flow into every aspect of your life. As you listen today, open your heart and your mind. You're not just going to receive ideas, you're about to experience a blessing that has the power to transform not just your financial situation, but your entire perspective on what's possible for you. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear will light the way to a new reality, one where the obstacles you've faced with money will begin to lift, and the doors to true financial freedom will open wide. The principles I'm about to share aren't just keys to unlocking wealth, they're keys to unlocking the abundant life you deserve. Trust that what you're about to hear is exactly what you've been waiting for. But here's the most important part. Don't let this be the last time you listen. Repetition is the mother of mastery. Each time you return to these principles, you strengthen the foundation of your financial and spiritual freedom. By listening again and again, you'll nurture your mind, heart, and spirit to not just welcome financial abundance, but to live in it, to embody it. The more you immerse yourself in this wisdom, the more you'll transform into a magnet for the prosperity and opportunities that are meant for you. Every time you listen, you're taking one step closer to the life of abundance, joy, and freedom that is your birthright. So let me ask you this. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to attract wealth effortlessly while others work tirelessly? Here's the truth. Financial freedom isn't just about how hard you work or even how smart you are. It's about positioning yourself in such a way that money has no choice but to chase you. This is where most people get it wrong. They spend their lives running after money, trying to compel it to come to them, when all along they should be making themselves the irresistible magnet that money can't help but follow. Aren't you tired of feeling like no matter what you do, true financial freedom is just out of reach? Well, it's time to shift that reality. Today, I'm not just going to tell you about financial freedom. I'm going to challenge you to live it. Right here, right now, I'm giving you the blueprint, 3 principles that, if you truly understand and apply, will transform the way you interact with money forever. Here is the first principle. Be the magnet. So money chases you indefinitely. And listen to this again. Be the magnet. So money chases you indefinitely. Stop running, stop chasing. Money is not something you hunt down. It's something you attract by becoming a person of undeniable value. You need to stop thinking of money as the prize. You are the prize. And when you develop yourself, your skills, your ideas, your solutions to real problems, you make it impossible for wealth to ignore you. Picture this. There's a vast ocean, and every single person out there is casting their nets, hoping to catch fish. But you're not casting a net. You're becoming the magnet. The fish, opportunities, wealth, success, they swim right to you. They can't resist. Why? Because you've positioned yourself as someone who can't be overlooked. Here's where the opportunity comes in. This requires dedicated self-improvement. You don't get to coast by. You don't get to sit back and wait for the world to notice you. You have to work on yourself. Be so good at what you do, so knowledgeable in your field, so creative in your solutions that the world has no choice but to take notice. Think about entrepreneurs who've made millions by creating something the world didn't even know it needed. Think about how they became irreplaceable by focusing on solving problems and adding value. They weren't chasing wealth, it was chasing them. That's where you need to be. Let's look deeper, beyond the business world, beyond entrepreneurship. In the spiritual realm, this principle reflects the law of attraction, a concept grounded in the idea that what you become on the inside is what you attract on the outside. You are constantly sending out energy, your thoughts, your intentions, your actions, and that energy either repels or attracts the things you desire. When you focus on building yourself, becoming your highest version, you send out vibrations that align with abundance. The Bible teaches us, "As a man think in his heart, so is he." Proverbs 23:7. You become what you believe yourself to be. By becoming the person worthy of wealth, you invite it into your life. It is not the pursuit of money that brings freedom, but the pursuit of personal excellence aligned with divine purpose that makes you a magnet for abundance. Second principle, offer emotions, then let them monetize themselves. Here's a fact no one can deny. People buy based on emotion. Whether it's hope, excitement, comfort, or inspiration, emotion drives our financial decisions. So how do you leverage that? How do you make people want to invest in you, in your ideas, your services, your products? You do it by offering emotions first. You need to make people feel something before you can ever expect them to open their wallets. The world doesn't need another business, another product, another service. What it needs is something that moves people, something that stirs them, resonates with them, and connects them on a deeper level. If you're selling a service, a product, a message, whatever it is, ask yourself, what emotions am I tapping into? Am I giving people what they need emotionally? Take a look at the most successful entrepreneurs, creators, and influencers today. They're not just selling things, they're selling a feeling. Think about Apple. Yes, they sell technology, but what they really sell is a lifestyle, a feeling of belonging, of being part of something bigger, of standing out. That's why people line up for hours to buy a product they don't technically need. It's because they've tapped into emotion. And now, I want to flip this for you. Focus for a moment. What emotion do you want to invite into your life right now? What's the feeling you're craving the most? Is it peace? Is it joy? Is it the fulfillment that comes from knowing you're living in alignment with your purpose? Whatever it is, I want you to picture it clearly. Write it down. Claim it. This is what will fuel your journey, not just financial, but emotional and spiritual freedom. When you focus on the emotions you want to receive, you attract them into your life. They become the foundation for everything else. Here's the deeper spiritual truth. In life, we are constantly creating and exchanging energy. And emotions are the most powerful form of that energy. The Bible says, "Give, and it will be given to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over." Luke 6:38. The emotions you give out, whether they are hope, joy, love, or inspiration, will return to you multiplied. When you offer the emotions you want to receive, you align yourself with a flow of spiritual abundance that goes far beyond money. Third principle, give more than you have. Now, this principle might stretch you. You might think, how can I give more than I have? But this isn't about overspending. It's about shifting into a mindset of abundance. Understanding that the more you give, the more flows back into your life. When you give freely, you're creating a ripple effect of generosity and trust. You're building connections, opportunities, and wealth in ways that holding on tightly to what you have could never achieve. Generosity is the key to unlocking the flow of abundance in your life. So I invite you to think about this. What can you give this year? Not just once, but consistently. What's a number that inspires growth, but also empowers you to trust in the flow of abundance? Write it down. Devote yourself to it. Make it a goal, not just a wish. When you give, you'll find that the world gives back to you, often in unexpected and immeasurable ways. At its core, this principle is rooted in one of the most powerful spiritual laws, the law of sowing and reaping. As Galatians 6:7 says, "Whatever a man sows, that he will also reap." This law governs both the physical and spiritual realms. When you give freely, whether it's money, time, or love, you are planting seeds that will grow into a harvest greater than what you gave. And this isn't just about the amount, it's about the spirit in which you give. God blesses the cheerful giver. 2 Corinthians 9:7, and when you give from a place of abundance, believing that there is always more, you open yourself up to receiving more than you ever imagined. Now, let's take a moment to turn these principles into action. Listening isn't enough. It's about what you're willing to do with what you've heard. Financial freedom won't come by accident. It's built through intentional choices, through the way you position yourself and the value you create. So here's what I invite you to do. Right now, reflect on the value you bring into this world. What's that one gift, that one skill or talent that you know has the potential to grow? Maybe it's something you've been overlooking, or perhaps it's a strength you've never fully leaned into. Take a moment, search within yourself. What is it? Write it down. This is the foundation. This is where you become the magnet. And the more you nurture this gift, the more money and opportunities will chase after you. The world rewards those who invest in themselves. But it's not just about what you give to others, it's also about what you seek to receive. Let's get even more personal. I want you to think about what you need most in your life right now. What's the emotion you've been yearning for? Maybe it's peace. The kind of peace that makes you feel grounded no matter what's happening around you. Maybe it's joy, genuine, lasting joy. Or perhaps it's the deep sense of fulfillment that comes from knowing you're living in alignment with your purpose. Whatever it is, picture it, write it down, claim it, and then ask yourself, how can you invite this emotion into your life on a daily basis? The energy you choose to live in is the same energy that will draw everything you desire towards you. Now, let's talk about giving. Not just small, occasional acts of generosity, but true, consistent giving that inspires you to grow. What are you willing to give to the world? Not because you expect something in return, but because you know the flow of abundance is activated through generosity. Think of it as an investment in the future you. How much could you give this year that would feel significant, but also empowering? A number that reminds you that money flows through you, not just to you. Write it down. Hold it close. That number is your commitment to live in abundance, to give freely, and to trust that what you put out into the world will return to you many times over. Here's what I want you to do now. Bring all of these thoughts together. Your unique value, the emotion you're ready to receive, the amount you're committing to give. This is the foundation for your financial freedom. This is where the journey begins, and I invite you to share your reflections with us. What value are you going to double down on? What emotion will you seek to attract every day? And how are you planning to give? And remember this powerful truth. These 3 principles have the potential to radically change your lifestyle when applied correctly. They aren't just concepts to think about. They are actions that, if you commit to them, will transform how you experience wealth, success, and freedom in every area of your life. But let's take it a step further. The third principle, give more than you have, begins right now. How? By sharing these principles with someone else. When you give this knowledge, you're not just spreading ideas, you're planting seeds of abundance for yourself and others. So here's what I want you to do. Share this message with at least one other person who needs to hear it. Whether it's a friend, a colleague, or a family member, take this step of generosity and pass these principles along. This simple act of giving is your first step in living out the principle of abundance. Let's create a ripple effect where these truths reach beyond us, multiplying the impact. Financial freedom is not just a goal, it's a lifestyle, a mindset, and a journey. And it starts now with the actions you take today. Before we end, I want to take a moment to say thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey toward financial freedom and deeper fulfillment. Your willingness to seek growth and transformation is truly inspiring, and it's an honor to share this space with you. Remember, every step you take toward abundance is a testament to your commitment to living the life you were meant to live. Continue to nurture these principles and never forget you are worthy of all the wealth and prosperity the universe has in store for you. Thank you for being here, and I look forward to walking this journey with you as you continue to unlock your true potential.